This video is brought to you by GamerSupps. I've been a partner for over a year now, and for the moment, I want to send some appreciation to the GG community. After a year, I have had a lot more water in my diet, lost a bit of weight, and have a healthier relationship with energy drinks, and have so much amazing merch. So, to continue my push for thick anime thigh demise, I'm here to tell you that there are more waifu cups that are coming out, like this Milky Cup, and all their amazing flavors, which have 100 milligrams of caffeine, vitamins, minerals, and a sugar-free sweetener that makes it healthy and keto-friendly. So, if you want to get your GamerSupps waifu cups, flavors, or even merch, use my link down below or use the code SHIENPIE to get 10% off of your order, which I will get a wonderful kickback that helps the channel. That said, let's get into the video.
My fellow warriors of light, I come to ask you today only one question. Every day we are subject to the cries of those who could get no ass. The times we are subjected to the moans of the DPS who rushed ahead and pulled enmity, their wasted breaths in chat saying we have not done enough. How we have risen to every occasion to stop the world from falling into turmoil and maidenless celibacy. We have done so much for them! Yet they cry. They moan. Like the fuckboys and e-girls pretending nothing they have done is wrong. We earn our comms. We earn our loot! So I ask, aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you just want to go ape shit? For today, we shall rip and tear into why being a Dark Knight is awesome! Ah yes, the Dark Knight, which one could admit is without a doubt one of the most exciting classes to play, because if there's anything we need more of is edginess in our game and using the power of light to save the world. But it ain't that simple. Dark Knights are not just about edge, it's justifiable rage against the machine. And Papa Yoshi's love child with Amura's Final Fantasy 15 angst. It's actually really important that you understand why you should be a Dark Knight, because it's one thing to be angry, it's another to direct that anger in the right place, unless you want to look like a seditionist more than a Twitter user. I made the mistake of not telling you guys why the Gunbreaker class quest was worth going through. I am now here to rectify that mistake by telling you guys to pick up Dark Knight. Really do pay attention to the class quest, because Dark Knight in all reality is not as edgy as you think. Just angry. And Saint Anger over here is literally the best mentor in the entire game. Radovon and Sophie are cute and all, but if you want a true Shakespearean tragedy with your anime hit MMORPG with the award-winning expansion, then I'ma call up a reservation, because this is it, Chief! Truth hurts to say this, but I fear no man. But this class, it scares me. For you see, with the usual tank rotation, I hate feeling like I'm dragging my balls against a rat glue trap. They are slow. Gunbreakers got flow. Paladins and warriors, save that for later. What I am getting at is that when we are looking at the main tank rotation for Dark Knight, we got here I come, here I come, here I come, but like anybody that has read the story of the turtle and the hare, slow and steady wins you a free rabbit stew. Sorry, Hall. And that stew gives you some magic, magic, magic. For what you may ask? Well, we'll get to that. First, let's remind people why you are darkness, and darkness you are, as you are literally splitting the earth like a sandworm and then getting high on your own spice melange. The usual AoE rotation here is decent enough and is very much spectacle, but still practical. Nothing says, fear me, hate me, what you gonna do, baby, like opening the gate to hell and dumping your demon dinner on the enemy. And how are they gonna do any of that if you ain't got the grits for feeding them? This pure Xbox chat, I fucked your mom and your dad energy is your entity skill, and it could not be understated by the amount of My Chemical Romance t-shirts on your glamour dresser, or in my case, skillet. While enemies don't give you a 3 days grace, I can sure as fuck tell you, if there's anyone that wants to step to you, it may do you well to ask them, do you want to taste it? And before I forget, let's talk about whether or not they can taste it, because there's a difference between taking go fuck yourself a little too literally or not is based on how many reverse Uno cards you got. What makes Dark Knights great is that if you know you're going into a fight with big dick energy like Xenos, you got more mitigations than I have Linkin Park albums, and that's all of them, including Collision Course. And now for the meat and potatoes of the Dark Knight. Lots of food references in this episode. That's right, you are done being nice! Go ape shit! Because you need to get blood for the blood god gauge and tap into your dark side gauge. This is what your magic is for, because how are you supposed to defend against the dark arts if you ain't got the boy who is now your living shadow? Remember when I said that the Dark Knight is really dependent on how many reverse Uno cards you have? Because you have so many! Based on these three things, on the technical side of a Dark Knight, it makes the Gunbreaker look like a casual walk through the 12 woods. And it gets oddly funnier that Dark Knights are both fucked up sadists and piece of shit masochists, because while you're absolutely mosh pitting to your own beat of your own tune, my songs know what you did in the dark arts, because when you get hit, you get the bonus of making the Destiny Child say my fucking name! While you are living your best edge life, one cannot forget that the mitigations of all mitigations. The art of not dying at the last possible second. It's the "it's not over until I say it's over" button. And this is one of the little iffy things like the Gunbreaker. Instead of almost having no health, it's if you don't heal to full in time, well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. But that's what it's like to be the badass of badasses. I don't write the rules, I just play by them. While we're at it, slip not I will to talk about the Dark Knight's general fashion options, cause when you look around you either got Berserk impressions or anyone that looks like WoW's Lich King. But mama didn't raise no bitch, so like the outlaw Torn I am, consider me unforgiven. It's sad but true, but I'm still the Warrior of Light, and for other Dark Knights, I must be some kind of monster. One must remember why you are a Dark Knight, and that is justice for all. So carpe diem, baby. If I'm gonna kill them all, I'll be death magnetic to the end. You're like a moth at the flame, hardwired to self-destruct, because fashion is based off the eye of the beholder. One might ride the lightning of brighter colors, but others fade to black! Much like the Gunbreaker, when it comes to the limit break, the second Eden verse is the same as the first. You are never going to use it, unless you're at the Seated Sacrifice or doing Endsinger. That is all! And honestly good, it's not like we tanks don't have enough on our plates keeping you all from eating the sharp side of every sword and the pumped up kicks of every harpy kid. What? I'm not afraid of you!
You should be.
And that's all for Dark Knights. Go out there, go ape shit, and be awesome!
Run.